Hey guys, this is Salman Sayyed and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be explaining you OBS. OBS is an open source broadcasting software which allows you to have a multiple cameras and multiple displays or any multiple source, bring it into your scene and go live with that or record it for the future use. OBS is one of the best software because it is free to use and it is one of the easiest way to use. So in this video, I will explain you how to set up OBS and how to record your first video or go live stream with your first OBS system. So without wasting a single minute, let's go ahead and start learning OBS. Number one, you download OBS from obsproject.com. I will put the link in the description in the bio so you have it. And once you download it, based on your operating software, Windows, Mac or Linux, I'm using Mac, so I downloaded this one already, the new version. I'm gonna minimize this. This is my screen and I have this OBS here. Once you open OBS, this is how the layout looks like. You can see here, this black rectangle you see here, this is where everything happens. So anything you're recording or going live with, it has to be in this rectangle. Right now you see it's total black because there is no source feeding anything. But on the bottom you see this mic, it is still feeding some audio. That's why you can see this audio channel is working. And I will explain you all those things together. Okay, so before we jump into anything else, let's go in the bottom here on the right bottom corner and click on studio mode. I really love studio mode and I'll tell you why. So once you click on that, now you have two rectangles. This left side rectangle is where you preview whatever you put, and the right side rectangle is where you actually see. So if you want to just preview before you go live or before you start heading in the recording area, it's good to have a secondary source to just see like how it looks like, okay? And the left bottom corner, you have these two windows. One is scene, the second one is source. So scene is basically like how you want to set up a scene. How do you want this rectangle to look like? We need to understand a difference between a scene and a source. A scene is, think about this display, and whatever I'm showing in this, it's a scene. A scene could have a multiple sources. For example, in a scene, I can have a camera, myself, in a very corner of the screen. And then I can have at the bottom, lower third of my name. And in the background, I am either playing a video or doing a presentation or something. So it could be anything. A scene could be a multiple sources. A source is a single source that feeds into the scene. Different types of sources could be audio, video, presentations, lower third, or a screen capture. Anything else could be a source. Now if you see here, I already have a one scene created, but if you want to create, you can create as many scenes as you want. And if you want to create one, you just come here and click on this plus icon. You click here and create a scene. So I'm gonna create a sample scene one just for now. So I have this here. And if you want to delete any scene, let's say you don't want it, so you just click on them. So I'm gonna click on the first one and hit the delete button here. And okay, and I'm gone. So you have it. Now you have a scene, but still you have nothing here because you need to add a source to your scene. So to come to a source panel, and you're going to click on plus. Now there are different ways you can bring a different types of source. You can bring audio source, audio capture output, browse. If you're browsing something from internet or any video, color, image, or anything you want it. In this case, I'm going to bring in video first, okay? So I'm going to click on video capture. So here you can see there is a camera right here. I'm going to use this camera to bring into my OBS first. Okay, so to do that, I will name it camera 1 or anything. Let's say left cam 1. Anything you like. If you want to write a description, you can do that. And you just click OK. Now you have to select which device for that camera. Now that camera is USB-C 3, 0 capture. So I'm going to click OK. And there you go. Now you see in the preview, I already have this camera. So this is my scene 1, and this is how my scene 1 looks like. And there is a camera right here on top, on the left side. Hi, this is Salman. Now if you want to go with just this scene, all I have to do, click transitions. Now you have it. So this is where all the live and recording would go. So you brought your first camera. Now let's try and bring something else into your scene by using different sources. So let's say you are a teacher. Most of you are teachers who are watching, or someone who are learning as a gamer or something, whoever is watching. Let's say you want to bring something else, some different screen. So all you have to do is come here again, click on the plus icon, And this time we're going to go to this deprecated and we are going to select window capture. In OBS, you also have an option to display capture and window capture. A display capture would be, think about I'm capturing the whole display and bringing into my OBS. Whereas a window capture could be a small portion of my display or any particular application if I'm running on my display. That could be Microsoft or Google Chrome or painting or whiteboard or anything. If I want to just capture a particular applications or a particular section of a display, then I would go with the window capture. But if I want to capture the entire display and whatever I'm doing on that thing, then I would go with display capture. So I'm going to click on that window capture. And let's say I want to show the time or date. Okay, so I'm going to name it date and time. Yeah. And I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to select the source. And now here you can see everything I have it. So I'm going to select the clock. So you see I will be showing a clock here. And now you can see on the top there is this clock right in the tiny one. I can make it big or small. And I want it wherever I want to place it, I can place it. Let's say I want to place my clock and time right here. So basically this is coming from the top of my screen on the right top corner on your Windows screen. You usually have it. Now again, you can see I don't see it here because it's still in a preview mode. So I have to hit the transition. Now I have my time and date coming here. Let's say you want your screen yourself to be smaller and not that big. So what you can do is you can just drag and drop it smaller. Let's say if you want to crop it, instead of making it smaller, you just click Option or Alt in your PC and you can just crop it however you like it. So let's say I'm going to make it this small myself. This is how I want this window to be. And now I want it to make it smaller somewhere here. And let's say on this side. Let's say here on the top, I want to place it. Whatever is black, that means there is nothing you're playing here. So if I hit transition again, this is how it's going to look like. Let's add more stuff. So I'm going to come here in my source, click OK, and window capture again. And this time I'm going to add a whiteboard. Let's say I want to show some kind of a drawing or something, a whiteboard, and click here. And I already have a whiteboard open in my computer. So if you don't have it, download a whiteboard or anything you want to show. So click on that. And it will say, this is the whiteboard you wanted. I would say yes. So click OK. Now I have my whiteboard here. Let's adjust the size. Let's say I want it this much. So now I have my whiteboard here and I don't see anything here because it's not there. Do you know why it's not there? Because you have to hit the transition button. So I click the transition, now it is there. I can bring it a little bit bigger. So now see it's in the front, not at the back. You could do is whatever here in the time, you see this is on the top. That's why this is on the top of everything, the back and the back. So let's put the whiteboard at the back of everything. So now you have my photo on top. And this is also in the front, because if my date and time goes below whiteboard, I don't see half of it. So you get the idea. So the orientation here or the order also matters, and you can always drag and drop it. Now I can do is I can literally increase my whole whiteboard here, and I can do the cropping a little bit. No, I don't want to crop it. Maybe I want to crop it from the top because top is big. So let's increase Alt or Option and crop. Alt and Option and crop. There you go. Increase a little bit more and Alt and Option and crop. So now I have my whiteboard here and I hit transitions and this is live, and whatever I do on my whiteboard, so let me go on my whiteboard on the second screen, which is right here, and I'm going to type hi. Hi, you can see it's live happening. There it is go. This is me. So anything you're doing, you can just bring it here. Let's say you're working on a whiteboard and you want something else. So you're going to capture again. Let me open another app. So let's say I'm going to open this. Let's say I am doing something on Excel sheet. Let's say I'm on an Excel sheet on Google. And I will come here, Feb 21, somewhere here. Let's say I'm doing some stuff here, okay? Typing anything. I'm going to bring this screen to the side so that I'll be back here again. Now I want to add that screen to here. What I can do is click OK, capture, window capture again. It should say, I will name it Chrome. You can name it anything else. Chrome. Add existing. Come here. Now you should see something which should have a name of that thing. Okay, so in my case, it is Brave browser because that's the browser I'm using. And I click OK. So now I have my Brave browser screen as well. So let's say I want to make this also big, and I put it right above white screen. It's again, I'm seeing the white because I haven't hit the transition. So I click on transitions. Now I have this here. So now I have this multiple thing going on, and these are all in one scene. And anything I don't want to show, all I have to do is just click on this eye icon. And when I do that, it's gone. Okay, so let's say right now if I type here, hi, this is, so now you can see on this side, it's live typing, Salman Sayyed. Am I spelling my name? So I'm spelling my name wrong. Can you see that? I don't even remember my own name. This is Salman Sayyed. So now I have this thing and it's typing here. So let's say whatever you're doing, you can keep playing, and you don't want the Chrome, you just hit here, hit transitions, now it's done, right? Now this is how you can create your one scene. Let me show you how you can use multiple scenes to make your life a little bit easier and better. If you're doing this for the first time, I know it would sound or it will feel like a lot of work, but remember, once you are set up with your OBS, you don't have to do it again and again. Next time you just come back and you open OBS software and you will have everything right there. From there, you can either add more stuff or remove some stuff if you like, but think about it, you have your setup ready and you can just go with that. So let's go back again here, and let's say I want one scene with whiteboard, but then I want another scene with something else, right? So what I have to do is I'm gonna go again, click scene 2 with Excel. Okay, this time I'm going to use the scene with the Excel. So now I have nothing here. All I have to do is click source the video capture, and this time I can just hit the existing one because I already have this camera. I want the camera, so it's right here. And again, I will have my same setup like that. This is my face, option key to crop. Okay, that's my one source. I'm gonna go back again, Windows and existing one, and I want this time Chrome. Click OK. Now I have my Chrome here. There you go. Put it back so that my face is on the top. Now I want third thing. Go back to here, window capture. And again, existing one, time and date. I mean, if you don't want it, it's fine. Just saying. Again, time and date, very tiny here on the top. Make it big, bring it here, wherever. You can bring anything you want. So now you have a two scene. You have scene 1, which is with whiteboard, scene 2 with Excel sheet. So now you don't have to like click here. You can just do it from here. Let's say I'm working here and I type anything I want to type. You can see live happening here on the board screen. Now, while I'm doing that, and then I want to show the Excel sheet. Let's say I drew something here, then I want to show the calculation. I click here and I select my second scene and just hit the transition. Now this becomes preview and this is right here. So I can come back to my second screen and start typing something here. So in this way, I have two scenes set up. Another thing is I don't have to actually select my file again and again if I'm just using two scenes. So you see transition, if I hit, it will just go back to the previous one every time I hit transitions. So if you want to add anything else, again, you click on this plus icon and you can select anything. If you have a slideshow or a media source or other scene, if you have something online, you can click online. I'll name it online. Click OK. You have to paste the link to anything you want to play. Okay, so let me go to the Google and let's say I am playing a video, how NVIDIA became powerful source in ChatGPT something. So I will take the link from here, I copy it and I come here on my online and I right click and go to property and paste that link here. So that video will be here now all the time. I can select the width and anything I like. So let's say I select the width of 1920 by 1080. This is the most standard word among all the filming in industry. Now I have my online video here. You can see it is playing. Now here you don't see it because I haven't hit the transition. So now you see that? I have that screen, online screen captured here. And it comes with the audio, so it is also playing audio for me, which I have muted, but you get the idea. And if I don't want to play, I go to scene 1, I close it, and I hit this. You got the idea. Now everything is done. Let me get rid of this thing here. Now to record whatever is playing here, whatever you want to record, all you have to do is hit the record button. Now, before you hit the recording button for your class, if you want to record the class, I want you to make few changes. So please go to setting and go to output. Here, first select where do you want to save your video, because sometimes it's confusing to find. So I'm going to click on browse and go to, let's say, desktop, allow yes, and you're going to click a new folder. I will name it whatever you want, OBS sample video. In that case, I know where it is saving, I don't have to worry about it, and then open. And then from here, the quality, I suggest this one, not as same as a streaming, because sometimes streaming can be low. So keep it high quality, medium file size, so it's not too big. And one of the most important thing you have to do is make sure the recording format is MP4. Now, MP4 is very important, especially if you're planning to edit this video after filming a little bit, like if you plan to bring it into Premiere Pro or anything. Usually it is MKV, and Premiere Pro does not support that. MOV Premiere Pro support, but MP4 is one of the most standard ones, so please make sure you select the MP4. Click OK. Now you're good. So let's start recording. Now it is recording this screen here. It's not recording my mouse or anything. It is recording the screen. Let's say I make the changes. Come here. I type something. It is recording that. Okay, I'm gonna make this audio mute. Now it is still recording for me. Then I go back to this one and hit the transitions. I'm gonna go to my video player. Let's play this video. So it's gonna record this part of the video a little bit. Let's stop this video. And so let's stop here as well. You can see in the preview, because I've selected that one. This is my second scene, scene 1, scene 2. You can have as many scenes as you want. You can add many things you like. Okay, let's stop recording and let's see if it has recorded or not. So I'm going to minimize this, come to my screen, OBS sample, and now you see there is a video here. I'm going to extend it. Let's play. So you see it recorded that main screen for me. I can go fast forward a little bit. So you can see it has recorded everything for me. Let's go back to OBS again. This is my OBS. Another thing you can do with your video is, let's say you have your video. I'm going to bring it on the top. My face video. Come on, girls. So this is my face video and it's highlighted. And it's pretty dark if you see the way it is looking. And if I want to fix that a little bit, I can do that too. So all I have to do is click on the camera, filter. And remember, if you have a green screen, you can also remove a green screen or a background through this. So you have to click on the filter first, and you see this says effect filter. Click on plus. And if you have a green screen, you select chroma key or color key, and then you pick the color you want to remove, and it will do the job for you. If you want to adjust the color or anything, let's say I want to make some color corrections. So I will click on color corrections, and I will name it color corrections, and it will give me these sliders here. I can increase the gamma if I want it a little bit of contrast. You see how it's getting bigger, brighter, little bit brightness, maybe low brightness, a saturation a little bit. If I wanted this, no, I don't want this. Go back, and the opacity, okay, of those changes. So I'll keep the opacity high. Anything else, if you want to make any other thing, you can do that, and you close this. It's pretty good. Now you see it is pretty brighter. If you want to add more thing, you can add filter plus. You could also apply some LUTs. They have some inbuilt LUTs, such as like black and white if you want. So this is how black and white looks. Or some like Apollo posterized color if you want that. I mean, I'm sure you don't want it. Or grayscale, anything like that. If you don't like it, you can turn it off, or you can just hit delete here at the bottom and just delete it from here. Now only 2 things left, as I said. So let's see if I want to go to live with this setup. So I'm gonna click transition first. Everything is here, and this setup will go live. Let's assume I'm gonna go live with this. So there is this option says start streaming. But before that, you need to make some setting. Make sure you are connected to a right platform wherever you're going. So you have to go to setting and stream and select the server you're going. If you're going Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, anything else. Let's say I'm going on YouTube, so click YouTube, and then you have to connect your account here. So it will say Please connect whichever account you're going through. You click OK, and it will bring you to the page where you have to connect, authorization and everything. I will not show you that. You can do it by yourself. All you have to do is just to select and everything should be good. I'm going to cancel this out. I'm going to cancel this out. And then after that, you just hit the streaming button and it will go live directly for you. And now the last thing is how to add the OBS scene to your Zoom meeting, because if you want to just bring into the Zoom meeting, you could do that too. The new version of OBS has something inbuilt called virtual camera. So here on the screen, you can see it says start virtual camera. So make sure you click on that first before you open Zoom. That's the one thing I learned. So click on the start virtual camera. This is right here. Then I go to my Zoom, start a new meeting, fine. And from here, you're going to select OBS virtual camera. Now you don't see anything as of now because my scene here has nothing. So let's go. I'm here, transitions. Okay, boy, come on. Capture one. OBS virtual camera, there you go. So now I have my scene here. Sometime it will give you a glitch, so just like uncheck and check it again. It is flipped, so you gotta fix that too. It's not OBS issue, it is what you call Zoom issue. So to fix that, you have to go here, video setting here, and now you see it says mirror. There you go. Uncheck that part, close this. Now you have it straight the way it should be. How does it look? Looks good, huh? So now you can actually make any changes to OBS. So let me bring my OBS to the sideway. Now I'm here, I can do anything and it is doing all the changes to my Zoom meeting. And if I write something on my whiteboard, where's my whiteboard now? I literally forgot where my whiteboard is. Okay, whiteboard is here. Okay, let me go change the transitions, and now I go to whiteboard, keeping this thing in the Zoom, and when I'm writing anything on my whiteboard, you can see it's doing on Zoom directly live. Isn't that amazing? So the whole reason why you should use OBS over other thing, or why it is better than directly using Zoom, you know, in Zoom you can do the screen sharing, but what you have to do in Zoom is you have to like stop sharing, then you go to a different sharing, or you pick only one window where you can bring in or whatever. Like, it's a very time consuming thing. Whereas in OBS, you can have all your things set up already. You can have your graphics. If you like any elements you like, if you want to play music in between, you can add that. If you want to play a short video in between, you could do that. If you want to draw or do calculation and have a floating calendar, anything you want to add, you could just have your scene set up, all of them like that. And the best thing is it stays saved. So you can just come back anytime and just open it and it is there. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new from this video. If you have, please give a thumbs up. Leave a comment, anything you did not understand or anything you want me to explain you more in detail or create a new video on a particular topic. I'll be happy to do that. I'll see you very soon with another exciting video. Until then, my lovely people, ciao.